Greetings, fellow Ark players. It's Havoc. Today we're going to be going over the Achatina. We're going to talk about where you can find them on all the different maps. We're going to talk about how to tame the Achatina. We're going to go over its main primary function and how it's going to best suit what you need it for. And at the end I'm going to judge it out of 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. For its overall usefulness in Ark. If you're looking for a way to build an actual Achatina farm, this video is going to be more of an overview of the Achatina itself. So I do have another video. It's a step-by-step guide on how to build an actual Achatina farm. I'll post the link right up there and at the end of the video as well. So I hope you find this video informative. If you have any questions or anything like that, please leave it in the comment section. Okay, so as far as finding the Achatina goes, a good rule of thumb is they like to be found hanging out in the swamps, and they also hang out a lot in the redwoods. There are some exceptions, so feel free to pause on any one of these maps that you're playing, and this should help you out quite a bit finding an Achatina to tame for yourself. So as far as taming the Achatina goes, it's a fairly simple tame. You can pick it up with a Pteranodon, you can pick it up with pretty much any flyer, which makes it easy. You can bring it back to your own taming pen like I've done here. And once you get it in there, you can just knock it out with pretty much anything that you want. The bow and arrow with trank arrows, the crossbow. I'm using the long neck rifle. So before you even knock it out, before you even go and get an Achatina, you want to make sure that you have the capability of producing enough sweet vegetable cakes to sustain the Achatina. Because once their inventory depletes of sweet vegetable cakes, they'll actually start to starve to death. So if you have a server, if you're playing on a server that runs while you're not on it, and they run out of sweet vegetable cakes, they'll actually start to run out of food and eventually starve to death. So if you are playing on a server, make sure that you put sweet vegetable cakes inside of your Achatinas before you log off, just to, kind of protect your investment, make sure they don't die while you're offline. I will post a link to one of my other videos about the Achatina farm. We go a lot more in depth about how to create an Achatina farm, how to get the beehive, and how to do everything that you need to do to mass produce sweet vegetable cakes so that you can maintain a nice size Achatina farm. One thing to note about the Achatina is once they're knocked out, they do actually wake up fairly quickly. So you do want to have narcotics on hand as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of fast forward. We're not going to spend too much time on this. I think you kind of get the gist of the taming aspect. So we'll just fast forward through this and get to the next section. Okay, so the main utility of the Achatina is to create Achatina paste, which acts as a cementing paste. And you're going to need a lot of Achatinas to actually create a substantial amount of Achatina or cementing paste. Each Achatina you have can hold up to 1 stack of 100 Achatina paste at a time, and 1 stack of organic polymer at a time. 100 organic polymers in a stack. And the Achatina is produced 1 Achatina paste per minute, and 1 organic polymer every 60 minutes. But since the organic polymer does have a spoil time, the actual rate is 2 organic polymer per every 90 minutes. So it's pretty useful, especially if you're doing like an underwater base or something like that where you don't have easy access to beaver dams, where you can, just run through and grab a ton all at once. But if you do have the S Plus mod, you can use this animal tender and it will really streamline how you get the Achatina paste out of the Achatinas. And again, click on the link at the end of this video if you're interested in how to build an Achatina farm. So the next section, we're going to be actually judging the Achatina out of 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst compared to all the other dinosaurs in Ark. So the reason why I gave the Achatina a 6 out of 10 is due to the fact that it takes so much effort to maintain an Achatina farm. Creating sweet vegetable cakes is time and resource intensive, and if you try to maintain an Achatina farm before you unlock the industrial cooker at level 89, you are going to struggle to keep them alive. Even if you do have the industrial cooker unlocked, you will still need the beehives for the honey. You'll still need a greenhouse for all the vegetables. You'll need a Theriznosaur for all the fiber that you're going to need, and a ton of tree sap taps for all the sap you're going to need to make the sweet vegetable cakes. All that being said, if you are at a point in the game where you can afford to run a successful Achatina farm, you won't need for cementing paste ever again. But this rule will mostly apply to larger tribes who can afford that amount of time. So if you have the ability to get the Structures Plus mod, you can use the Animal Tender to really maximize the profitability of an Achatina farm, even if you're playing solo. So for more information about creating an Achatina farm, click on the link that will appear at the end of this video. It will give you a step-by-step instruction on how to build an Achatina farm from ground zero. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.